But you know what? That we could take this conversation to the same subject, but switch it up a little bit. That's the game now. It's really a singles game. Think about it.
Yeah.
Artists like Cardi B, she's had 3 songs. Like in the 90s, they would probably already be working on the album. 10 years ago, they would already be working on her album.
But she has 2 mixtapes though.
Yeah, I'm talking album. They would have been working on the album with 3 big singles like that. But artists like her, I think labels don't mind leaving them being single artists. Think about it. OT Genesis is another one. This motherfucker got a hit every summer.
Hold on a second. Kamani calling. Hey, yo, Kamani, you never want to be on the podcast, but you finally made it.
Hell no, nigga. I got a question for you, though.
You're being recorded.
Question for you, my G.
Go ahead.
Yo, what's that website that you bootleggers use whenever you want to
Niggas gonna be niggas.
be online?
Stream to watch. Stream to watch.
All right, cool. Because generally, this is a service that I pay for. That nigga, peace.
All right,
dude.
So yeah, you were saying.
See, we'll get there. But this shit is impacting the movie industry too. But anyway, so yeah, like artists now are single artists. OT Genesis got a fucking record every 6 months.
This nigga calling again. Hold on.
Yo, nah, this is just.
This better be good.
Is it stream 2?
Yeah, the
Man.
number 2.
Yo.
The no.
Yo, and did you not button the bottom shirt because you knew you were gonna return that too?
I'm out.
Right now, they're talking about Freddy's outfit on New Year's.
Ooh, that shit was hot.
Hey, they put you on the spot, man. He said he asked you if you were gonna return that shit.
If I was gonna return it.
But yeah, OT Genesis got a single every 6 months, and they're banging.
They ain't Cardi banging though.
They're pretty big,
He really has a single every 6 months.
and it's good.
They're good.
He had when we were in Miami, Coco was buzzing,
Yeah. Coco.
and then he had the Cut It.
yeah.
There's this Push It, which wasn't as hot as Cut It,
Push It was alright.
Push It was alright, and he got this Everybody Mad. But mind you, all these songs were on the same mixtape like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
These songs are coming out and are big singles now, but back when I was making tapes and shit, all these songs were on the same mixtape.
It's not a bad thing because now you're taking time to develop an artist. Because think about it. Let's say 6 months. Let's say a year ago when you put out all these songs, it didn't pan out. Everybody would have just forgotten about them, and nobody would have cared about them anymore.
And
now,
you fucking stretched them.
and he stretched them, but now it gives time to the artist to develop a fan base, develop a personality, develop himself as an artist. And then these songs that were actually great, we're giving him a chance to put them out again.
It's funny that you're talking about development again, because he was signed to 50 Cent before. OT Genesis was with 50 back in the day. And that's when 50 was doing the headphone stuff and when he first started doing the alcohol stuff and shit. And it didn't pan out. And then Busta saw him, and Busta signed him, and he's still hot off of that Busta deal. Which is great, because for the longest I've been saying, why the fuck is Busta signing artist record deals left and right with Aftermath, with Shady, and with Khaled, and with Birdman, and
except not everybody's born to be a boss.
I guess, but I guess he caught one with OT, and OT has been.
I'm pretty sure it's not a record. I'm pretty sure it's a management deal.
No, it's actually a record. Well, at least from when I've heard him talk about it, it's a record deal. While with 50, it was a singles deal. So, hey, I guess he learned from his first experience and took it to the other level. And that's what a lot of artists are doing nowadays. It's not only Cardi B. I feel like a lot of the indie scene today, because, hip hop is not what it was in the 90s. Like, as much as I feel like people are hating on the new generation, it just isn't. And I don't know if it's because I'm nostalgic about how it felt to me or how it was, because I was younger, so it had more of an impact on me and all of that combined. But it just is not what it used to be, man.
In terms of what?
Well, first, I feel like it's a whole lot of microwave sound, meaning it's done fast, put out fast, and people just forget everything fast.
There's one thing as you were talking, I just realized back then, number one, there was no internet. Most of the
Or less internet, or
yeah,
people were not as on the internet.
most impactful music was coming from New York, or
Yes. Or the West Coast for 6 years or something like that.
we weren't in those areas, so there was probably a whole bunch of local artists that we've never heard of
Especially
That
from
w-
the West Coast.
that were making a hella noise.
East Coast too, actually.
That were making hella noise that we just never heard of them because we didn't have access to them. So have things really changed?
They have, because, again, motherfuckers could make a song in their basement. Motherfuckers did it in the closet or in the bathroom back in the days. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, now the mic is cheap, the computer is cheap. You see people doing it on YouTube, so you're like, I could do it too. You see people racking up views on YouTube, so you're like, hopefully I could do it too. Back then, like, you could do that song in the basement or in the closet, but you had to get it out somewhere. And a lot of times it stayed in your hood. Now with the internet, you put that shit on YouTube and that shit could be huge.
So what-
Chief Keef, I don't like.
So why is that a bad thing?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it changed. The effect is not the same because it's so microwave, because it's so disposable. It's made so fast. It's presented in a fast
I
way.
agree with that, but the cream always rises to the top.
Yes, definitely.
However, how you put it, if your shit's not good and it's popping for like 6 months, after those 6 months, you just don't exist anymore. Unless you completely reinvent yourself and you find another hit, like
Trinidad James,
there you go.
that's one.
And I didn't think I thought Trinidad James was gonna pan out because
Me too.
he was so different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he really didn't. But he does other stuff, but it's just not hip hop related. I mean, it's hip hop related, but it's not like he's not rapping.
I mean, this next person I'm about to name didn't have a 6-month run. I'll say 2-year run, and now it's Rich Homie Quan.
He still does a lot of music. He's not the same. He's not as Rich. I was just listening to Rich Homie Quan's song as we were coming here.
Rich Homie Quan fell off, bro.
Yeah, he felt
When
fell
they were
off as
doing
in-
that Rich Gang thing
Yeah.
with Birdman, it was him and Young Thug, and he was hotter than Young Thug then,
Yeah, he was. He was.
and really fell off from then,
I think fell off is a big word because he's still
bruh.
out there.
There's no big song or relevant song
It's not
that's
true, man.
been out in the last year.
That's
Even
not true.
I'll say year and a
You're
half.
crazy?
What song?
Fuck, I can't remember the name of the song. I was just listening
Yeah, obviously
to
I'm
Rich
putting you on the spot. It's difficult to remember, but no, I don't think he's had a song in the past year and a half.
Don't forget, you don't listen to the music as much as before.
Exactly. So that's 7 months before
Bruh,
that
Rich Homie Quan
that nothing had came
I
out.
can't remember the name of the song right now, but he has a song right now that's buzzing, man.
There's a few artists like that, like you just said, that have a 6 month to a year run, and then it's about
But
over.
I don't think Rich Homie Quan is like I'll give you an
if
example.
Young M.A. don't watch it, she might be that next
What you
one.
mean if? What other song has she been? She hasn't even been featured on a good another artist's good single. She's done, bro.
No, I don't think she's done.
She's
I think
done,
she's
man.
on the internet. Well, that's the thing as well, right? Now you could really have a cult following off of what you just do on YouTube, and every freestyle she drops, she murders it, Fred. She murders the freestyles that she drops.
Yeah, but she's not buzzing.
Yeah, it's not a
can't make a good
single.
song.
It's not a single. Even that ooh song, that wasn't a real song. It was a freestyle,
Regardless,
and it just bubbled.
yeah, because it's good.
It is good. But whatever else she's doing online is still good. It's just they're not popping like that song did. And if she doesn't watch it, she might just fall off too.
Quote me on this. I think she's done.